Yeah, guys, today I'm at a work site where we have some new construction going up. I'm doing a pre-drywall inspection on the house behind me. All right, guys, I'm on a build site, a bunch of new construction going up. I am doing a pre-drywall inspection. As I'm doing my inspection, I noticed ceiling joists, the end of the ceiling joist where it rests on top of the top plate. The joist is damaged. The joist will not be able to provide the intended support to the roof system. This is something that you just wouldn't have caught without doing a pre-drywall inspection. Folks, here we have a cracked furnace flue inside of a basement. The flue is cracked. That means the combustion fumes from the furnace are being released into the basement. Here's a view of the basement. The fumes are being released into the basement. They can make their way back up into the house. That is carbon monoxide. Folks, right now I'm inside of a basement. Well, today it's been raining. Out there just outside the doorway, you can see that the ground is filled with water. The drainage that's down at the bottom of the steps that lead up into the basement, you can see that the basement is filling with water. And right there is a sump pump that should be pumping water out of the basement. Now, here's something that you don't see too often. This roof on this house has 3 layers of roofing. There are 2 layers of shingle, and then there's the metal roof on top. It's so thick, you can see the gap. There's about 1 inch. All right, guys, so this is a first for me. So what do you see here? Just looks like a normal HVAC condenser. You see they don't even have the unit sitting on top of a pad. They simply gathered together some crushed gravel, sat it directly on top of the ground. Yeah, that's a big no-go, guys. Okay, guys, take a look at this blacked out window right here in front of me. Let's walk inside. Interesting. It ain't right, guys. All right, guys, I'm inside of a house, and the previous owner or the seller of the house apparently is a DIY mechanic. And I'm here in the garage. I can see where the old panel, distribution panel used to be, and the new distribution panel is. The main panel is outside at the meter. Now, there's one problem with this work. In this distribution panel, we have bare ground wires and white neutral wires connected to the same bus bar. That would be fine if this was the main or only panel, but it is not acceptable in a distribution panel. This is an electrical safety hazard, and it's getting written up. All right, guys, take a look at this. We're looking at a gas pack, which is it's a gas furnace. What we have here is a sediment trap. The purpose of the sediment trap is to catch impurities that are in the gas before it enters into the unit. So it is definitely not going to be able to trap impurities. So today we are doing a pre-drywall inspection. Brand new construction house, set to be finished within the next couple weeks. I just want to point out this soil erosion at the back of the house at the patio. The soil erosion has occurred. It's you see this pretty steep drop off, which is about 7 feet from the edge of the patio. Spoken with the builders. They are trying to say that they're just going to add fill dirt. Fill dirt here. All right, how's it going, guys? I'm in a home right now doing a pre-drywall inspection. Right now I'm looking at the roof system, including the ceiling joists. Now, I'm sure the question will come up, well, why exactly do you need a pre-drywall inspection? What exactly are you going to find? Well, here, let me point out to you a damaged ceiling joist. So that damaged joist is something that you would not be able to see if the drywall is up, and even if you go into the attic, once the insulation is down, it'll be concealed. You just wouldn't see it until it caused you a problem. All right, guys, take a look around. I'm here doing a pre-drywall inspection. Right now I'm up on my ladder looking at the ceiling joist. I came across this one ceiling joist that is damaged almost all the way through. beyond what's the allowable limits. The joist will not be able to provide the intended support to the roof system. If the drywall was in place, this would not be visible. All right, guys, hopefully you can see see the screen on my laser measure. It says 6 feet 10 inches. That's from the ceiling down to the floor. So 6 feet 10 inches is the height of the ceilings in this house. Minimum height, the ceiling height in North Carolina is 7 feet. So 6 feet 10 inches does not meet North Carolina building requirements. So that's going to be a big write-up. All right, we have a nice new construction house. Beautiful, looks really nice. So why inspect a new construction house? Well, here's one reason. Take a look at this seam in the trim that is above this garage door. The builder, instead of making using one continuous piece of trim, they've mended it together, left an opening, which is going to allow rainwater to get in and damage the wood behind the wall. So that's why you inspect new construction, folks. Alright, good morning, guys. As you can see, the house that I'm inspecting today, the front yard, the ground slopes towards the front of the house. That's going to cause rainwater, and you can't see because of the fence, but the backyard slopes also. What that's going to do is cause rainwater to flow down and around the house. So what are the possible effects of that? Well, what it does is cause soil erosion and movement of the foundation. In several places I can see there were cracks in the foundation, and the cracks have been repaired. So what this tells me is that this has been an ongoing issue, but this is what can happen when you build a house on a slope like this. Water flowing around the house causes soil erosion, causes foundation movement, and this is a common thing that I see. Get this house inspected, guys. All right, guys, I want you to look at this aluminum bare wire, bright wire. Let's go ahead and follow it. Let's follow the wire. Follow it, and look at where it ends. Can you see that? Can you see how the wire is just there? It's not connected to anything. The ground wire should be connected to this ground bus bar with all the other copper ground wires. So basically, the home's electrical panel is not grounded properly. It's a big safety hazard. Reason number is 17,652 to get that house inspected. So this is always pretty entertaining when I see it. I'm inside of a crawl space underneath an addition. Somebody added on this a second master bedroom onto this house. All of this insulation that you see, this is fiberglass bed insulation. You can see the paper side of the insulation facing me, facing away from the floor. With us wrong, that's backwards. The paper side should be facing the other direction, should be pressed up against the floor, not facing me. So all of the insulation underneath this addition is installed backwards. So it all needs to be installed correctly. So that's why you get those homes inspected, guys. All right, guys, so over there on the other side of the driveway, you can see a meter well, a water meter well. There was a meter inside that meter well, but the meter has been removed. The meter has been moved to this location in front of the house. Also, when I get inside the house and I turn on the water, there's a strong sulfur smell coming from the water. So my guess is that when this repair was done, and I don't know if you guys can see this, there's a groove in the grass where the line had been dug up. Yet another reason to get those homes inspected, guys. Hey guys, so I'm underneath the crawl space right now. Right here, what I want to show you is underneath the chimney. This is underneath the fireplace, and of course the chimney is above the fireplace. But I want to show you damage to the rim joist and subfloor where water get into the house. As rainwater from the roof flows around the chimney, that concentration of water, the water just sometimes finds its way into the chimney and finds its way down here. It's a pretty common enough occurrence, so this is always a hot spot that I know to look closely at whenever I'm doing an inspection. Just another reason to get those houses inspected. this is the furnace flue that you're looking at coming up through the roof. And you can see how it's leaning, it's not standing upright, and hopefully you can see how the roof around the flue is waving. Well, I just came out of the attic and I noticed that two of the truss webs that are right next to the flue are broken. One is broken and one is warped severely, so it's causing the roof to sink in, and the flue is actually has become disconnected inside the attic, which is allowing the combustion fumes, all the carbon monoxide and things like that, to exit to empty into the attic, which is a safety hazard if it gets into the house. So just another reason to get those houses inspected, guys. Give me a call. All right, good morning. We're going to be doing some roof work this morning. Got this roof has a leak. Got a pretty bad hole in the roof right here. Going to be repairing that, and the flashing around the chimney is leaking. So we're going to be pulling up the shingles and repairing the flashing, replacing the shingles. So I come into the attic, and one of the first things that I realized is that it's not super hot. Like, it was nowhere near as hot as I expected it to be, and I was kind of surprised, but I didn't think too much of it. I don't know if you guys can see that, disconnected ducts, HVAC ducts, blowing cold air into the attic. I mean, it's keeping the attic at a pretty decent temperature, but it's a huge loss, huge waste. But that's why you get your homes inspected, guys. Give me a call. All right, folks, how's it going? John Brock here. Today I'm inside the attic of an older home. What we're looking at now is called knob and tube wiring. Wire and tube wiring is susceptible to overheating, should never be covered with insulation. I'm gonna have to recommend to have an electrician come out and evaluate to determine if the knob and tube wiring is still active, and to give their opinion about what should be done to ensure the safety. Get those houses inspected, guys. Hey guys, good morning. John Brock here. Today I am inside of an attic. Right now I am looking at an air handler for the HVAC system. For this air handler, the refrigerant line is not completely insulated, and here is a possible effect of not having a completely insulated refrigerant line. I don't know if you can tell just from looking, but that's ice accumulating on the refrigerant line. We are inside of an attic in September in North Carolina, so needless to say, it gets hot up here. And despite that, this condition has still caused ice to accumulate, which is going to stop the refrigerant from flowing efficiently and can cause long-term damage to the unit for it to work with you. Bye, guys. So I'm taking a look at the furnace right now, and I noticed an issue with a leak in the flue, where the flue is releasing a lot of air. Right now the gas to the furnace is turned off, so it's not actually releasing any combustion fumes, but the blower is still on, so it is still blowing air. Air is still coming through, so it's still operating, except it's just not producing any flame. But what I noticed is that right here, I can feel a lot of air coming out of the seam right here of the flue, where the flue meets the air handler, and you can see this tag blowing by the strong breeze. So what's going to happen is that when the gas is turned on and the flue and combustion fumes are blowing through that flue, so a lot of those fumes are going to be released into the attic, which can get into the house. So remember, always get those homes inspected, even if they're new construction, guys. Give me a call or text, 910-584-0097. Email me, john@brockinspections.org, or you just go to my website and you can book through there. Bye, guys. Hey guys, did you know that a dryer duct, the length cannot exceed 35 feet? And different dryers are rated for different duct lengths. So one dryer can handle a duct of say 15 feet, and another dryer can handle a duct of say 25 feet and not more. In new construction houses, which I'm in now. The length of the duct from the start point where the dryer connects to the duct to the termination point outside the house should be clearly marked here where the dryer duct is at. But as you can see, that location or that length is not marked right here as it should be. So that's something I'm going to be writing and taking note of in my report. Again, even new construction houses need to get inspected, guys. Give me a call, text, or email, john@barkinspections.org, 910-584-0097. Bye, guys. I'm inside of a crawl space, and we have a pretty significant foundation issue right here on the outside of the foundation wall. I saw a significant crack in the foundation wall, so that let me know that to look closely in this area when I get into the crawl space. And sure enough, I see what looks like the cause of the problem. What you're looking at is the main girder that goes down the center of the house. It's supposed to be sitting evenly on the concrete and brick pier, but you can see that it's not, and it's not sitting evenly. It's not evenly distributing its weight, and someone has put a block of wood to try and distribute the weight a little bit more evenly. Yeah, guys, if you need those houses inspected, give me a call or text 910-584-0097. Bye, guys. As you can see, there's engineered floor joists, and I'm sitting right here next to a girder. I want to show you something, and I want you to figure out what you see or don't see. So if you can't tell, there's nothing supporting the end, about 3 feet. That's about a 3-foot length. Nothing supporting the end of that girder over here. Give me a call or text, guys, 910-584-0097. Hey guys, good morning. John Brock here. I'm out at an inspection. I'm looking at the well pump. When I first got to the house, the pump was off, and so I had to figure out why it was turned off. I got to turn back on, and this is what I found. So this house is a flip. So some slick house flipper thought that if they had the pump turned off, that nobody would check. I guess, I don't know, and nobody would see what's going on. But again, that's why you get those homes inspected, guys. Give me a call. My number is 910-584-0097. All right, guys, going through the interior of the house. I'm in the primary bedroom closet, and right here in the corner, I see what is evidence of mice in the house. The carpet's chewed up, it's a bit raised, and I can see where there's a piece of the carpet that's chewed out and missing right here. Give me a call, text, guys, 910-584-0097. Thanks. All right, guys, good morning. John Brock here. Today is December 22nd, 2024. My last inspection before Christmas. The house I'm inspecting now is not disappointing. It's giving me some interesting content. Right now I'm looking at the roof, and I'm looking at where the flue for the gas water heater is passing through the roof. The flue is where the combustion fumes from the gas water heater exit out through the house. So the combustion fumes from a gas water heater, as you can imagine, are going to be hot, and that's why the flue is made out of metal. So as you can imagine, the hot metal flue with the rubber flashing in contact with it, the rubber can melt and fail, causing water to get inside the roof and cause damage. I'll let you guys take another look. But yeah, guys, so that's why that's why you get these houses inspected. Don't just try and do it yourself. Give a pro a call. Give me a call at 910-584-0097. Call or text. You can email me at john@brockinspections.org or schedule directly through my website at brockinspections.org. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Merry Christmas.